If you knew me before, you wouldn't even look my way. If I had the nerve to speak, you wouldn't hear what I say. Time has come and gone so fast, we're not who we used to be.
And welcome back to Sullivan's Unheard Voices. I'm here with Achilles. Thank you. Am I saying that right?
Achilles.
Achilles. Mm-hmm. Thank you. I want to honor your name correctly.
No
So I'm here with Achilles. Mm-hmm. And I was perusing some of the bands that you're in. You're quite the showman, my friend.
Just a little bit.
Just a lot bit. Like in one of the videos I was recently watching was you on stage and you had this couple in front of you dancing as part of the show. How did you come up with that idea? Is that just something that's sort of always been in your mind?
It's just inner, connecting with the audience. I think that's one of my biggest trait, connecting with the audience. If I see an audience having fun, I'm connecting with that person right away, that couple, and bring them to our show.
That is so amazing. And so how long have you been doing music in the Portland area?
Since 1984.
And what prompted Portland of all places?
Well, no, I've been in Portland. I moved from the Dominican Republic, and I just came to visit my sister. She chained me and made me stay.
I love it.
So then I finished high school here, went to Portland State, graduated there. But during that time, I have always been promoting the Caribbean culture, because whenever I encounter people, they always say, "Oh, mariachi." I say, "No, mariachi is not our music. Tacos, burritos, that's not our food." So Dominican Republic, where is that? So I had to be showing them history, geography, and promoting what our culture is, music, dance. So that's what I've been doing. And then with a friend of mine in 84, we started our first band. And I didn't know any instrument.
That is so amazing. What was the first instrument you picked up?
The tambora, which is a typical drum for playing merengue.
That is
Because
so
I told
awesome.
him, "You have one, let me have it and I'll learn." So this was September. And in January, we had our first show that we put together. We had 300 people.
That is so amazing. What was it like being on that stage with 300 people that first time?
I think I've been a natural on that. I've never been afraid to be in front of the public. So, yeah, very confident to do our show.
And then since then, you have grown this entire community out here.
Exactly.
That is just that I'm in awe of, right? I talk every podcast about how important it is for music to connect communities. What was it about starting the community of music that really sort of pushed you to sort of start?
So basically, is because we have very little Caribbean people in Portland. So through music and dancing, we will create a new community and bring more people. So it didn't have to be Dominican or Cuban or Puerto Rican, all. So I will throw. I have my sister on the dance floor, another Puerto Rican lady. I had a Cuban guy. Hey, just get those people and teach them how to dance. So, and as you see, from a very small community of dancing and music, now has grown to a large in Portland.
And there's something about the merengue that just makes your body want to dance.
Exactly.
It's like one of those traditional musics that is created to create the ability for people to dance to.
And that's one of the reasons when I switched from our first group that was called Ritmo Tropical, which is tropical rhythm, great name, but I changed it to Conjunto Alegre, means happy band.
I love it.
And merengue is happy.
Yeah.
And that's why it creates people. It's easy to learn how to dance. I always tell people, if you know how to walk, you know how to dance merengue.
And the beautiful part, too, about your shows and shows within the Dominican community is that everybody's welcome.
Everybody.
Like, it's an open door. Like, come have fun and we'll celebrate with you. And it doesn't matter where you are, what you're all about. we love you. Come here and hang out.
Yeah, and if you see now, our audience is so diverse from all over the country, or the world. I mean, we have Russian people, Cambodian, Filipinos, black, white, all of them.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
And so when you started in 84 and that sort of community, how have things sort of changed since then to now?
It has changed a lot because more musicians have learned our style. Because at first we looked for jazz musician local. So it's pretty much was 2 or 3 Spanish person, and the rest was American jazz musician, amazing jazz musician from Portland. So it has grown to that. So, and then the dancing, it's incredible how it's grown. But also then how, and I'm very proud, how many now Latin bands are locally that has come out of Conjunto Alegre. So all those musicians have created their group or another singer. And I have always been very supportive of all of them.
How important is that support from other musicians?
I'll say it's extremely important. I'm one that when I don't have a show, I go and support the other group that's playing that night anywhere. Because you do want to be able to show them their support, the appreciation, because it's also a friendship.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And because one of the things I always talk about is just why it's so important for the community to go out and support local music. Because every dollar you spend supporting local musicians stays here. If you're paying for like $200 for a national act, most of that money goes to a multinational corporation.
Exactly.
And so I'm always telling people, like, go to a local show, like even if it's once a month, like spend $15.
Yep.
Like, because I promise you, you will have a good time.
You're going to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There's so many amazing musicians out here.
Locally here, we got from so many different types of music. I not only go see Latin music, but I have so many friends within the music scene that I'll go see them. When I go, okay, so-and-so is playing, I'm there. If it's jazz, if it's rock, anything, I'll go see them. And also, like you said, the value, people need to appreciate our local musicians because they spend a lot of time practicing, learning their craft, the cost of their instruments, the time that they take practicing, driving to a show, play, go back home. A lot of people, when they call you for, how much will you charge me for this? They don't understand the cost. I know there's, $15, $20, that's too much money. But then they spend $200, $300 and show that
show.
A lot of time, their music is pre-recorded. They're singing or playing on top of their music, where you are playing live, 100%.
And there's something about I don't know what else to say than the imperfection of live music that I love. Because like especially with the local bands, it's never going to be the same show twice.
Exactly.
Never.
Yep.
And it's intentional, right? Because I know like a few bands like that I love to go see, like Nikki Jones, for example. She could just do the same set list every night and knock it out of the park.
Right.
But they change it up because they want fans to experience a new show every time.
Exactly. And surprise them.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. You made that different. Exactly. Especially when you had regulars that come in. I take a lot of time setting up a set list of what I'm going to play for the next show. Because, so last week I played these songs. Now I got to play another one different and change it constantly. So that also takes some time.
And one of the things I love to talk to musicians about on this podcast is this idea of the muse. Because the muse is that thing that comes to us in the middle of the night that says, here's a song. When the muse visits you, like, how do you capture that Do you like write down lyrics? Do you like have a recorder to record like how do you make music?
Normally, an idea comes to my mind, and I start writing it, and then I'll send it to my trumpet player to put the music together chart, because I'm a natural, or a sound that I'll hear. So, hey, could you do this? Could you do that? And also a lot of time, because we do covers, I hear this song. This is a perfect song for the audience. So the songs that I pick is for the audience. It's not for us musicians. They're the one. If I get people dancing, that's a hit. So that's what I do. And then I always have them make some change to it. We don't do it exactly like the cover, because you have to create your own.
Yeah. And there's nothing I like more when seeing a crowd realize like 5 seconds in that it's a song that they know. Because it's like, yeah, this is good. Like, oh, wait, I've heard this before. And you could like see it as people react in the crowd. And I just love watching that.
And that's one thing that I did back in the 90s, where with a friend of mine, hey, let's bring some classic American music and let's turn it into Latin music.
Oh, I love this.
So like you said, all of a sudden I tell them, oh, you're going to have this song. You may recognize it, maybe some time ago, maybe from the 50s, 60s, and then it's a big hit. So yeah, we do like What You Won't Do, and it's on our CD, and I change it to Lo Que No Harás. But we have tons of classic American music, from the Beatles to any from the 70s, and we turn it into Latin music.
That is so awesome.
Salsa, now bachata. Yep.
Yeah. So what's the difference between like merengue and salsa and like bachata?
Exactly.
Is there some fundamentals that are the same between all of them?
There are many different, like for merengue, you got to have the tambora, which is the drum, and a guira, that we call it the cheese grater. It's a metal thing that you scrape it. So we call it the cheese grater.
Yeah.
The guira. And it makes that the merengue. You got to have heavy saxophone. But then salsa has more of the percussion, and then the blend with jazz, bringing the brass, the horn section. That was made intentionally in the 70s, actually in the 60s in New York City, where it came out. So mixing that Latin rhythm, Cuban, Puerto Rican music with the American jazz, with the horn section. They call it the brass. And then bachata, it's like a country song music, lyrics that is very sad. Something happened and you're sad, you're depressed. So that's what the bachata lyrics is about. But it used to be like a slow song, and then it was changed, transformed into a little faster beat.
Yeah.
And it has different type of dancing. And when I brought bachata in 96, I brought bachata to Portland. Nobody liked it.
Interesting.
And I stopped playing it for it took me about 2 years to realize nobody likes it. So I stopped playing it. In the last 10 years, bachata is the number one in the world. And in Portland, it's every night there's places where you can dance bachata.
And the thing I like about that is that there's that emotional connection with the lyrics.
Correct.
Yeah, because like I know people are probably tired of me hearing this, but music is how I'm able to communicate emotion.
Yep.
Because like it doesn't matter what you're going through in life, there's a song that you can say, this is what I'm going through.
Exactly.
And to hear that from somebody else also makes you not feel alone. You're like, oh, I thought I was the only one who was going through this. No, here's 6 artists who are successful who have already gone through this same kind of thing. Yeah, I love that.
And it also brings you memories, either good ones or bad ones. So yeah, music, it's amazing. The lyrics connects with people, whatever emotion you're in. Yeah.
So how important is it for you to sort of read the audience while you're playing?
it's amazing. People said, how did you have your eye? Because I'm not only paying attention of the music I'm playing, the instrument, directing the band, singing, directing the singers, but I'm constantly, I have, what do you call it, 180 degree, that I'm watching the audience, every single person. And I see ones way back there, and I see moving their head, okay, I'm connected there. And I also recognize new faces. So when I take a break, I go over there and introduce myself and thank you for coming. And they said, I saw you guys on video. I thought you guys were you guys live are the top. What a show. Like you said, we are a show.
It's so much fun too. Yeah, because like the part I appreciate about you too is that you're intentional in terms of not being overly too loud. Like a lot of bands, they like just overmodulate and it's all so loud, but you're at that perfect volume where you can hear the notes underneath the notes.
Very important.
Yeah.
Because you have a lot of bands that play so loud. And yeah, you don't really get to appreciate an instrument over here or the percussion or the piano, the bass, the singing. You can't hear the singers sing because the music is so loud. And you also have to understand the room. One time I went to do a show and I brought my 2 speakers because I saw the room plus the monitor. And we were going to play with another group, which is smaller than us. So we were 10 at that time. This group was 5. I come back and they had 24 speakers, 12 on each side. I said, where do you think you're playing? Well, that's the only way that we can set it up. I said, wow. It was terrible.
Yeah. And that's one of the things I'm curious about, right? Because like some venues make their venue from the perspective of the musician. Other venues, you get there and it's like, if you could just do 1 or 2 things, you could make this venue so much more amazing. Like when you walk into a venue, what are some of the things that you would like to see that would help you as a band?
Well, I liked the natural decor because I'm always thinking it's the audience. It's not me as a musician. Will our audience going to like to come to this place and follow us? Then, of course, a stage. But it doesn't matter. A lot of time we fit in a small stage because the decoration, the place is perfect. And a lot of time they don't have a sound system, so we'll bring our own. When they have a sound system, it's great. But yeah, that's part of it. And then the administration, we always try to help them. Hey, if you do this, the audience is going to like it better. They're going to come back because you want to have people come back again.
And
Not
that's
at one time.
And that's why I asked the question is because there'll be venues, and I'm not going to call them out now, but there's a couple that come to mind. Like if you would invest $200 more in some acoustics, your place would be freaking amazing. Everything else is dialed in. Your food's dialed in, your servers are dialed in, but you have poor acoustics, and that could be a killer for a business.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, when you're talking about fitting 10 people on stage, though, because you say you have 10 people in the band now, 12 people in the band now. Holy cow! I love that because in a way, it's almost like a miracle. Like to get more than 3 people on stage to be in unison and to come out and play a song and be perfect, that's a miracle on stage.
Well, one thing that I think I also create is friendship within our musicians. So we are unique in that sense that we're just not playing because you're an amazing musician. No, you have to click in the groove and become friends. So we party, we joke around. I don't expect
Perfection.
Perfection.
Yeah.
We just want to play the song. Don't worry about it. Feel it and connect as a unit. Yeah.
And that's way more important, especially on stage.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it shows.
Oh, yeah.
And it shows to the audience. That's one of the things that people say, man, you guys like each other. that connection that you guys do, especially with the other singer and dancing, or when I, go and feature one of the other players, you can see it. It's natural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other thing too is that not only is that you can see that, the thing that I also like is when musicians know how to communicate with each other on stage without saying a word.
Without saying a word.
Without saying a word.
Uh-huh.
Is that something that sort of came naturally to you, or is that something you sort of had to figure out along the way?
I think maybe it just got recorded in my brain by watching international bands back when I was little, because I've been out clubbing or seeing live music since I remember 8. Being out until 5 o'clock in the morning with my sisters and my parents. So being observant of the other groups, it just got in my head, or it was recorded there. So I was able to translate that.
And then how about the recording process? Because you've recorded a few albums.
Right.
Like, do you like to record as a band live, or do you normally like record like the guitarist on one track, the percussion on another track?
Excellent question. For live music, large orchestra like ours, I've done both. And sectional, terrible.
Interesting.
No good. Or you're going to spend a lot of time, money fixing it, because then the timing from this one to this one doesn't match. So you have to go back and redo. The last album that we did it in 10 hours, all live, in place. So I look for a studio that is all and fit everybody. And then we will, even the singers are being recorded, but then we'll do the singing another night. But yeah, live was perfect. Right now that we're in the process of recording our next album, I already found another studio, but we're going straight all of at the same time.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Because like now that you say that, I would imagine that not only the timing, but you kind of need a little bit of a harmony between brass instruments. And even just a slight bit off could mess up the whole production.
Sure. And even though now you got all this new technology that they can fix this and this and that, why bother? Because it's more time you have to be in studio fixing this, fixing that. No, let's just do it all at once. And we recorded each song. Maybe we ran through it twice and we had it on. Yeah, it was amazing because we already connected with that song. We put it together. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's a great question because people ask me that all the time. So, nope, we're going live. Or we're going to record all together at the same time.
Which I would imagine actually makes for better music.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Because you're hearing everybody together and say, we stop. Okay, wait a minute. This doesn't fit. Let's fix it. So you fix it right there. Also, another thing that I tell my musicians, we're going to go record. We're going to record it this way because you're going to come up with a whole bunch of different ideas, and then you're going to spend so much time to try to make this perfection. And if you listen to not professional, but big international artists, and they got so many mistakes in the recording, lots of them, but they left it like that. How many people actually pay attention to that? Very few.
I actually prefer those kind of mistakes in the album too, just because it makes it sort of like that unique journey.
Exactly.
Yeah. Just like I love people who put out albums as opposed to singles, because like, correct me if I'm wrong, because I've listened to your albums, you want your albums to tell a story. And how important is that to an artist to hear from somebody like, I listened to your whole album and I got the story that you were trying to say?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like the song that I wrote. It's called Ya Está Inventado in our album, El Verano. It means it's already been invented, but it has not come to Portland, to this Northwest. And it's a merengue that I wrote. Ya está inventado. It's been already being created, but not in not in the Northwest.
That
Because
is
I'm the one that
fascinating.
brought merengue, cumbia, bachata to the Northwest, to Portland.
And what at first was it sort of like a challenge to get people to sort of come out?
Challenge, I would say, not really. Was finding the musicians.
Okay.
Some will say, "Well, I never played Latin music." So don't worry, because you got the chart. You know how to read. You're an amazing trumpet player, piano player. And let's do it. Let's try it. Yeah, I have one young man who never played. He was only 17, bass player, and I gave him a couple albums. Listen to that, and he became an amazing bass player.
I love stories
Amazing.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And I have musicians that have been with me for 20 years. Some have left because they moved out of Portland, jobs. But mostly I get 15, 20 years with my band.
I'm curious if you're seeing something that I'm starting to see too, because I've been going to local live shows in Portland now for about 2.5 years. And I think we're just now starting to come out of the pandemic, where I'm starting to see more people come to live music, and it brings me hopeful. Are you seeing the same thing, like more people coming to your shows?
Oh yeah, for us, yes. Depends sometimes on the venue.
Okay.
But I see more people that are hungry to be out. I noticed that for dancing, now that I forgot to mention that, I created DJs. When I first started playing music, my DJ was my cassette player. I had a cassette that it was 30 minutes on one side, 30 minutes. So when that was over, hey, musician, back on stage. So that was our DJ back then. And then I have a friend, hey, how about if I have you play music in between our break?
That's awesome. When
And
did you
then-
come up with that idea?
I would say that was about 91, somewhere in there. And then I also created on-stage dancers, because whenever we play at a concert in the park, Cinco de Mayo, I wanted to show people how to dance that, because we're limited on playing music. So I got a girl and a guy. Okay, how about it? He was Colombian. Oh, she's Colombian. He was from Costa Rica. Okay, let's get you dance on stage. And then I created dance team and dance group.
That is so awesome. Because there's one thing that I have seen that has always been true. If you see one couple start to dance, that's enough for everyone else to get permission to dance. Because sometimes that's the only thing stopping people
Exactly.
is seeing one couple get up.
And that's what I always have with my band. First was my sister, a Puerto Rican friend, a Cuban friend, Mexican friend, but I always had one person, a roadie, that go with me to break the ice, break the dance floor. Go ask somebody to dance, and then the people will come out. Yep.
And I love that you started a dance team too, because like, what a way to not only ensure dancing, but I'm assuming that's also culturally, like, it allows for people to learn more about the culture through dance.
Exactly. Yep.
And I think that's a beautiful thing.
And I think that's one of the reasons our dance community has grown, because me putting together a dance instructor on our show, oh, we're going to teach you for the next 5 minutes, 10 minutes before the band starts. And that's the dance instruction started.
I love that.
Yep.
Because I would imagine like people would like the feedback would be amazing on that. Like people would be like, heck yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And a lot of our shows, because I bring a dance instructor, a performer, a DJ for during our break, that the other groups don't have that. It makes our show a complete show.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, because like one of the things that I've experienced before is you have a band and then they take a break, and then the music that they have as filler
Right.
has nothing to do with the music that they're performing.
Exactly.
And I've seen people hear that and then leave instead of like, okay, I'm here for this kind of music. I'm going to stick around because the transition piece
Yep.
is also a part of that music. That's fascinating. I love that.
With the DJ, I give him my list of music that we're gonna play, so that they can play another style or different songs. But that's very important. The before when you're gonna play, have some music that is similar to the music you're gonna play. Sometime I go to play at a park, and they got this totally different type of music. You got to bring them in. Oh, but we want them to, you guys will be featured. It's okay. You can play something that is similar to it. Yeah.
Yeah, because it primes the mind and it primes the body to react to that kind of music. Because different music touches different parts of the brain. And like if you're going to see a show like yours, having music that doesn't promote dance or promote that kind of style kind of gets in the way of people starting. And so it's like priming the pump instead of pushing people away. That's
We have some
fascinating.
amazing, we play at some concerts that other artists is going to play, bigger name than us. And we play my Hood Jazz Festival. And Chick Corea was going to be the main headline. And we start playing, we finish, another one. It was over 25,000 people. Another song, 20 minutes until I find out, wait a minute, you guys are here. He was just waiting for the audience to stop asking us for play. But I'm the one that said, wait a minute, we're here for Chick Corea next. Big name like that.
Are you more anxious to play in front of 20,000 instead of like 200?
That's a great question. And people in the audience have come to see me. I said, you guys are unbelievable because you play for 10 people and your energy, your showmanship and everything is like you play for 100,000. So it doesn't matter if we have only 10 people there or 20 or 50,000. Our show is going to be a killer no matter what.
And that's what I love about it is because you're guaranteed to have a good show.
I remember one time we went to play at a concert in Hood River. And we started playing and we had no audience there. And my musician, we got to stop playing. We don't have it. Calm down, They just had a great time with the band before us. They're taking a break. They'll come back. And sure enough, all of a sudden, this mass of people came in. And it was just packed. See, I told you.
But if you give up, then people won't come back.
Or if you let your guard down or your energy down, yeah.
Because the audience can tell.
You can tell.
Like right away.
Yep.
Yeah, it's one of those things where one of the things I love about music too is that there is this relationship between the band and the audience and just how important the two are for live music. Because I don't think you can separate the two.
No. And also one thing that I also had shown my musicians is somebody make a mistake within the band, whatever it is. Don't make faces. Don't stop. Don't show. The audience is not going to catch it. It's just us. So continue on, be professional. Yeah, one time we played way back at the first band, and we had this special, or somebody wanted to sing this song, this Cuban guy. And he sang the song, the wrong song. We played one, and he sang another one. He never noticed. And I was trying to give him a clue, but once you started the music, you can't stop it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, and the audience was still happy.
And they still enjoy his vocal and singing. Yeah.
Yeah, because if you can sing, you can sing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the one thing too I love about music is it doesn't matter.
That also remind me though, I had there's an amazing Peruvian singer here, and she always been following. Oh no, she's the guitar player follows her. She wanted to play with the band. She couldn't do it because she didn't have the ear to listen first for the band, and then her come in. So that wasn't able to. She didn't have the ability to connect that together. Wait a minute, I'm not the main. I have to follow the instrumentation of the band to then be able to sing. Yeah, she felt. I'm so sorry. But she tried, but she couldn't do it.
It's totally, yeah, because it's different. I was just talking to Lila yesterday, and she's like, because she just won the blues competition as a solo artist.
Wow.
And what she was saying is you have to train your brain to react differently if you're by yourself versus with a band.
Correct.
I hadn't even thought about the fact that some people couldn't do that because you're right, it's completely different. Interesting. Yeah.
And another thing that is, we are very, very proud that's why we love summer concerts, being in front of all ages. And I will get kids to come on stage and they party, dance like crazy. And then the mom or the dad will come afterwards. I can't believe you got my kid in front of all these people where at home they are so shy. You see, they love music, they're dancing. Keep it up. But yeah, in 3 seconds, I get kids having fun.
And that's one of like the most specific memories I have as a child is of me like 4 years old. And the first time my dad took me to the Seattle Center and they had a live concert. And sorry, Dad, I ran to the front of the stage. And so, yeah, because I was like, what is this? Like, I am so enthralled. And so, like, my dad was never interested in music, but that was the bug that I got. And like, whoa, what is this? My poor dad had to like wave through everybody to sort of try and get me. So many people were mad at him for like, because they're thinking he's cutting in line. It's like, no, I'm after that kid up there. But you're right. It's like music I love seeing when kids are involved because it's like inspiration, like gives you hope that music will be there for the next generation. Because like, given the current like model for music, like musicians don't usually make a lot of money. And so music is a passion project first with the hope that you can someday make money. And I think that's so counter to everything else in our society, which is why I love it so much.
I know we have some people will come, say they're from out of town and say, oh, we're from San Francisco, we're from LA. I wish you guys would play over there. You guys are so much better than those other bands that are there. I said, well, they don't want to pay. They don't want to pay. I mean, we're lucky to get $100 for a gig over here. If we get to $100, whoo! So for a wedding, they call you, oh no, that's too much money. Oh, that's too much money. But yet on flowers, they're spending $3,000. On cake, they're spending $4,000. Not to mention the food, and they don't want to pay $3,000 to a 12-piece Latin band.
And I'll throw you another one too, because not only do they do that, then 6 months later they spend $750 to go see Taylor Swift.
Exactly.
And so you could spend $1,500 for 2 tickets to see a show, or for your wedding, $1,500, $3,000 to get an experience you will never get, and your wedding will be epic.
Oh, like you said. On a wedding, I said, do you remember the cake you ate?
No.
No, or flowers?
No.
But the music, how much fun you dance, and of course, video and photo, that's important. Those are the 2 main things on the wedding.
Yeah. The
And
vows.
I try to go the cheapest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the vows, the music,
yeah,
and the feeling.
The feeling, yeah.
Yeah. And you can't put a price on that feeling.
Exactly.
You can't. And so, like, I'm always surprised when I hear that because, like, I've heard that exact same thing. Where, like, you're spending $25,000 on this venue, but nothing, like $200 on the DJ, and then you complain about like the quality of the DJ. Like, well, if you get what you pay
But
for,
pay for it.
if you want amazing musicians, you don't have to spend a shit ton of money. Pardon my French.
Yeah.
But it's a little bit gets you so much.
Especially when you have a group, say like ours, that's been around for 38 years.
Yeah.
I think we have a little professionalism, a little bit.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. And the other thing too that I picked up on your show, and it kind of ties back to what you were saying in the beginning about how you pay attention. I noticed, like, if you're watching the room and you're scanning somebody or something that isn't sort of in sync with you, you kind of change things up a little bit in terms of your eye contact, and sort of like you're going to wait until you catch their eyes, because once you lock eyes, they're like, okay, I have to invest.
Or a lot of time, I will go down to the floor and go next to them and start dancing. And that's our connection right away to it also. Yep.
I love
Or
that.
change the music style. When I watch, okay, they're not into dancing too much merengue. Okay, switch. Let's do salsa, or let's do bachata or something like that. So I'm always constantly watching the audience to be able to see. Sometime we played at a wedding or some private show, and every single song that we play, they danced, they sang, and my singers or my musicians, you picked the right song for this party. It's amazing.
But you, after a certain amount of time, you kind of pick up on that.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Which is what I love about professional musicians. Because, like, if anybody, like, thinks that, you know, you pick up an instrument and you're stage ready the next day, that's not true. Like, there is a lot of practice, blood, sweat, and tears that these musicians have gone through just to get on stage. And I think a lot of people may forget that. And that's why I think it's so important to also, if you're out enjoying the music, throw in a few bucks for the band. Like, just please. Like, you're spending $150 on alcohol anyway. Throw in $5 for the musical artist.
Yeah.
And I know, like, in a perfect world, the venue would sort of pick up the gap there. But that's not the reality.
Yeah. A lot of musicians are playing for nothing, just for a tip.
Yeah. Yeah. I know a lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
And so anything, like, people, please just throw in a couple of bucks.
And sometimes I tell, because I have some friends, and I tell them, don't play those shows because you're continuing to keep our costs or our pay lower. Oh no, I'm playing for the exposure. But then what you're doing later on, you want to have a better pay, and you're not going to get there because you're still in the same boat.
And you're sort of setting yourself up to make less money.
Less.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that happens a lot, especially when new groups starting. They want to just play and play. Oh, we're busy. We're playing everywhere. Well, you're playing for free. You're playing for tips or very little. Yeah. And you're hurting yourself. One time I had one of my musician wife call me, Achilles, you always pay only $100 for a show. He's got one that's going to pay him $300. I said, go ahead, have him take that $300. Then she called me back. Can he play again? You guys, he only have that one show. I said, if you would have looked at the end of the month, he was making $800, but he went and took the $250 one time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it also trains the venues to think that they can act that way time and time again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And I wish there were more venues out there that would take a different approach and just look at it from the other side.
Yep.
And what I mean by that is, like, the more you can do to make your musicians better, the more your venue gets better.
We stopped playing at a venue because they charge our musician bottled water. Right? So you can give him a pitcher of water. No, bottled water. I said, okay, bye-bye. And we were playing there for the door. They weren't even paying us out of their pocket. And you won't even provide us a bottle of water. I said, that's the first time a venue will deny us water. Because I said, it doesn't have to be bottled. Just give us some pitchers of water. Nope.
That is wild.
And then another club locally that we played for quite a while, and we got the check, but it was half. When I requested, wait a minute, that wasn't the agreement. They did pay the rest of it back, but I haven't heard from them again.
Of course.
And we used to bring them, all the people.
Yeah, I know of a venue in Portland that not only do they charge bands to play there, they also take a percentage of the door.
Right. Yeah.
And so
most of the time they take a 15%, 10%, 20 or 30. Yep.
But if you're taking a percentage of the door, pay your musicians. Like, come on. Like, you're charging musicians and you're taking their door. That's like getting them coming and going. It's so disrespectful.
And the one thing that a lot of the businesses don't understand, you're bringing them people that you will never have had.
100%.
So if they bring you 75, 100, 200 people, those are people you didn't have before.
And they're not going to that venue for the venue.
Exactly.
They are going there for you.
Exactly.
And so, like, can we not embrace you and pay you as the musician? Because without musicians, there would be no venue.
Right. Or they charge you full price on their drink, or they charge you full price on their food. You think you could give them a little discount? Employee discount? No. But
free meal.
Yep.
Like
well, I understand not even free because it costs money, but it could be 50% off, and everybody's going to eat.
However, if you're not paying the band, give them a free freaking meal.
Exactly.
Like, that's the least you could do.
A couple appetizers here for everybody. Yep.
Yeah. I don't understand it, man. I don't. But I would want to get back to the music piece. Let's end on a positive note.
No, it's great. Yeah. I love it. I mean, I went to see Wednesday, a club that's doing bachata night, and I saw nothing but brand new people.
Oh, I love that.
I recognize people. There was, I'll say 100 people there. I only recognize 2 people. So it's great because the continued growth of our community, our dancing community,
So who are some of the people that you love playing with?
Besides my musician?
No, just your musicians to begin with.
Oh, man. We just have such a connection that it's amazing. We used to have this guitar player from Puerto Rico. And like you said, eyesight. We just look at each other. We either speed up the song or make it faster. It was amazing playing with him. Ruben Torres, he passed. But I love playing with all of them. And with other musicians from other groups. So when I see them, hey, come on in. That's another thing that I have picked up, musicians that have come in my band, because they said, I tried to ask to play one song with this band. They'll never let me. I ask you, and right away you say yes.
Because there's so much, like, okay, from an audience perspective, right? That has been the most rewarding and amazing experience to, like, because, like, I've seen this happen several times where you have a band on stage, everything's going great, that's awesome, and they're like, hey, we heard so-and-so's in the crowd. Can you come up on stage and play a song with us?
Yep.
That is so special.
Yep.
So special.
Yep.
And it for both the musician that's the guest, but also for the band, because it creates this unique moment that you'll never get anywhere else.
Yeah. When a band asks me to come and play, I never hesitate to play.
Yeah,
it's fun. Yeah.
But it also builds that community that.
And I always ask, hey, come on, so and so is here, come on up. Singing. Also, my singers don't have the ego. When I see another singer and invite them in to sing a song, they don't, because there are some singers, it's me, it's my show. No, let's share. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, like, if you're thinking about, like, your band now, and, like, what is your favorite part about your band in general right now?
Their favorite part, besides being friends, besides enjoying each other, we are connected. We're in the same
frequency.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Of when I say I found some song, hey, what do you think about this song? Let's do it. I mean, they'll send me something. Yeah, so we're connected correctly. Again, because we're thinking of the audience. I didn't used to like Bad Bunny because of the language. When I heard this new song, this album that he created, it was instant that, we got to put that song right away. And we saw right away the audience, the love of that song. So yeah, I'm always on that lookout.
And then in terms of like bands in general and like places in Portland, like why is it important, do you think, for the community to come out and support local artists?
For one, like you said, local artists, they spend so much time, energy learning their craft. It's unique. Support the artists, because otherwise they're not going to have that type of music here. So it creates that diversity and that culture to continue, stay, and grow for the venue. Because if you don't come and support that group, you're not going to hire that group. You don't bring anybody. It's a whole, and the dancing community, people that love music. I remember when I had a club and I had a Monday night jazz, and OLCC will come. You can't do this. The lighting is too loud, too low. And I was trying to accommodate everything. There's 2 kids dancing. It's a jazz. And it was maybe 5 years old, 6 years old. I'm not going to stop them from, that's against the law. So I have to put a rope between the dance floor. So one is for adult, one is for kids. Who dance jazz?
Kids.
Yeah. And I said, this is an educational show. And it's also bringing families together, parents and kids, and enjoying and learning from this amazing jazz local musician. I have to throw the flag and say bye-bye, stop that show.
And what message does that send to the kids?
To the kids.
Oh, that's so heartbreaking.
It is. So that's one thing that, in Latin America and many other places, families are together because you don't have that. And you can go and enjoy music as a family unit, and you see it from the kids, which is here. They start separating, continue separating that. And that's why we really love summer concert. Already got some calls for June, July, August for next year, because that's when we got families together.
It's one of the last places where you can go as a family to enjoy music together.
Exactly.
Yeah. Which is so short-sighted.
Yeah. And why can you have a venue that you can have both? You can have a section for the drinkers, and a section for the minors, so parents can bring their kids and enjoy music together.
Yeah. Because, I think of, there's a few places. There's a place called Radness and Sue's in Kaiser, Oregon. And Radness and Sue's only does all ages shows because she really feels, but she's also a punk artist. And because she got frustrated with punk only being at bars, she created a venue where everybody come and enjoy punk.
Really?
And I was like, I wish there were more places like that. Because we need that sort of place for families to go and still have fun.
And it's just the state restrictions. I hope probably where she's at, they don't have that many.
Which doesn't serve alcohol.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing.
Right.
She's like, she had to stop serving alcohol for it to work.
Altogether. Yeah, exactly. Yep.
And then she also said that she lost business at first because people expect to get alcohol when they're at a punk show.
Yep.
But then ultimately, finally, word started to get out. People were starting to come around, finally, because parents are apprehensive too. Because, you think a punk show, there's going to be a whole lot of drunk people there. When I'm, trying to tell people, it's a different show.
It's different.
It's a different vibe. I wouldn't take my little kids to go see Metallica.
Right.
But your shows are amazing for entire families. It's I get it. But at the same time, we need more spaces for that.
We need more venues.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm sorry, as you said, you had a club, so you had to let it go.
Yep.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. And I've been wanting to. We got a famous name, and it was called La Rumba. But because the rent is so expensive and this landlord continue to charge so much money, it's amazing. I was going to open a place last year, and the restriction with the city, you got to change this, you got to change that, over 40,000, and it's not your place. Are you going to do that? Either the landlord is going to spend that because it's affixed to the building.
Yeah, the landlord's not going to pay for that.
But then the landlord's not going to pay for that. And it was something that it was already an existing restaurant. But they wanted you to change the bathroom. Wait a minute. Oh, it's no grandfather anymore. But then you go to another place, was much worse bathroom. But they want you to change this and that, the city, all these new codes. And that makes it harder.
Especially if you don't own the place. And like the landlord, not only were they not going to do the work, they're not going to reimburse you for the work.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
because
you're kind of
okay, I'm going to
spend
spend that, but then you're going to take that away from my rent.
Yeah.
Yeah, nope.
That doesn't work that way.
Doesn't work that way.
God, greed is so
There's
weird.
one place that I tried to negotiate about 5 years or so ago. I think it was 19. Still closed today because didn't want to make some improvements. Or the city was forcing the new owner to make all these changes. Why? When it was already in existence, all you're going to do is do some painting and that's it. Oh, no, you got to do this, you got to do that.
You know, I used to live in the Tacoma area.
Uh-huh.
And I was with this group of people who just from the community, and we started seeing that there was this huge need for at-risk youth to hang out, especially like after school, like a safe space for like teenagers. And we saw this empty building in the heart of downtown Tacoma. And we came up with the funding. We came up with this whole thing to make like a universal, like not only hangout space, but also on the other side as a temporary shelter for at-risk youth. Everything would have been paid for privately. Everything would have paved the way. It was amazing. And the city said, no, we're not going to allow you to do that.
Yep.
I'm like,
Yeah. There's a place here, there's a food court in Southeast, and they have an amazing room. And the city is not allowing them to have music inside because you have to have this sound improvement and all this. Seriously? It's just crazy. But it's amazing, and it would have had an amazing nightclub to it, live music for bands to play, and also for those food carts that will be able to profit from all these people coming to dance or listen to a concert there. All that. And it's closed down. I mean, it's closed down. They won't allow them to have music there. And it's an area where there's a warehouse, so it's not like you have apartments.
oh,
In Southeast on the
that hurts
east
my
side.
heart.
That wasted space, and I look at this. Wow, this will be an amazing venue, but the city's putting too many restrictions, and you can't spend $100,000 or something like that.
No.
Yeah.
And it's not even $100,000 anymore. Like that same
Oh.
project's probably $250,000.
Oh, I just give you a number, but
Yeah.
it probably more than that.
Yeah.
Yep,
And that's just like, that's not sustainable.
no sustainable. Yeah, so that's too bad. I wish we had more places to play live music, especially right now. For live music, the only place right now we play it every 3 months, every 4 months at the casino, L&A. We're gonna start again one place in Lake Oswego again that we used to play, and that's it.
That's unfortunate.
That's it. Yeah.
Out of all the venues, those are the only two that welcome you with open arms.
There's one place that has an amazing cultural diversity, and it has groups to play, but they're so busy that I haven't been able to grab one Friday or Saturday. And that's what we saw on Sunday.
Yeah.
And I wish more people will go to his place because he's providing music for diversity and inclusion.
And it's one of my favorite places too, because we're talking about the Mekong Bistro.
Mekong.
Saran is
excellent.
one of my favorite people.
Yes, Ron is amazing.
Yeah.
Great person.
And talk about somebody who's not in it for the money.
Not for the money, exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, that's the piece about Saran that just drives me like, I just
He's
like
providing
adore
a
him.
venue for everybody.
Yeah.
Yep.
And welcomes a meal from anybody. You need a meal, it doesn't matter what time of the day or whatever, he will feed you.
He'll feed you. Yep.
Yeah.
He's a great man.
And I'm right there with you. I wish I could pull more artists his way all the time.
Yep.
Yeah. But he's also in a very interesting spot.
The spot.
Because
The location.
Well, it's not the location, but like as a restaurant owner, because of the location, but because of the space, he can't afford to like pay musicians.
No, right. He can't afford it.
But he also says, I'm not taking anything from your door.
Exactly.
Anything that you
It's
bring in
100%
is
yours.
100% yours.
Exactly.
And I know for a fact that he gives people, the musicians there, free food and free
And food.
drinks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
And so I play every couple of months with a 5-piece group that I bring on a Sunday, and it's for all ages.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah. And if you haven't come to see that show, you got to, folks. Like, you got to.
Yeah, we call it Vibra Quartet.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
great because we play classic Latin music from way back in the 50s to also classic rock American music. It's amazing. The 2 guitar players, we're a great show.
So much fun.
Yeah.
Well, we have been
Okay.
at this for over an hour. And,
Anytime, let me know.
yeah. Yeah.
If you need other musicians to come in and talk, we can.
You got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will
Appreciate
hold you
it.
to that, because one of the things I want is to interview as many local musicians as possible, because I think we need to hear more of the stories from musicians about music. And one of the things that I can't stand with today's interviews of musicians is it's all about their personal lives. It's all about like superficial, like, no, I want to hear about the music. Let's talk about like the one thing. Like, that's the one thing. Like, can we talk about the one thing?
I know so many people, when they find out, I didn't know, because I don't talk about that.
Yeah.
But, you guys can check out Conjunto Alegre. We can check our website, montasmusic.com, and you can see how many amazing artists that we have opened concerts for. One that was unbelievable is our amazing Tito Puente. And when we play with him, people ask me, Achilles, aren't you afraid? Why? Because you play timbales, and he's the king of timbales. I go, why am I going to be afraid? I'm going to play my show, my music, and he's going to play his. Well, but aren't you nervous? For what? I'm not going to match to him. I'm not even going to try.
Yeah.
And he was so simple when I asked him on a break, hey, Tito, what would you like to drink? Bring me anything. And then when at the end of the concert, he says, hey, Tito, it's okay for taking a couple of pictures with a couple of musicians. He said, bring everybody. He was there for over 2 hours. Picture, joking, playing congas. Amazing.
And that's one of the things, too, that I do want to ask, because I want people to know that it's okay. After the show is over, do you want people to come up and tell you how much they enjoyed your music?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. And that's one thing that I do. Either on my break, I go to the dance floor. I don't go to a green room or rest. I'm out there. And after the show, tell me, you know what? I didn't like this. I didn't like that. Because that's constructive criticism. Because I will fix it for the next time. Or, oh, you play too many merengue. Or you play too many salsa. You play too many bachata. Let me know.
Yeah.
So we can always add and improve.
And folks, Montas Music is MONTAS music. And you gotta check Achilles out. Like, I am gonna forever be a fan, because like, you're the whole total package every time you're on stage.
Thank you.
And I'll end the show the way I always end the show, people. Be kind. We all breathe the same air. We're on this planet together, and this world would just be a better place if we treated everybody with kindness and respect. Achilles, thank you so much.
Gracias.